Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to share with you some of my ideas of why I think that retirement is really a gift. I really think that it is. And when I was working and thinking about my retirement years, I knew that it was going to be great, but I had no idea that it was really going to be this good. One of the main reasons I feel like that retirement is a gift for me is because once you retire, the balance shifts. Everything shifts back in your direction. You're no longer dominated or controlled by any outside influences. Your life is your own to call each and every day. Escaping the daily grind and having my life to myself, well, it's really beyond words. I feel very fortunate and blessed to be retired, because I realize that not everyone is able to retire or retire as early as they would like to. But I do think that everyone deserves a shot at it, and I wish everyone could experience the retirement life. I just love the slower pace of life. Just every day is a slow day unless I decide to speed it up myself. In fact, not only is every day a slow day, but every day is a write my own adventure. Every morning when I wake up, it's an open-ended day, a blank slate, and I can just fill in the blanks any way that I want to. I can choose to do anything that I want to, and it really is a write my own adventure every single day. And I can tell you, all the time I've been retired almost 4 years, I think 3 years and 9 months, I haven't been bored yet. Retirement life simply is not boring. And I don't get it. Some people say that they're bored and they have to go back to work. For the life of me, I just don't understand that. Some people really do go back to work because they say that they're bored stiff in retirement life, and I don't understand that. But now myself, I know that I don't need a supervisor to give me something to do every day because I can't think it up myself. I'm quite capable of thinking up something to do for myself each and every day. And if not me, my wife is able to figure it out for me. So again, retirement life really is great, and I haven't had a boring day yet, and there's no reason for anybody to be bored in retirement. My thinking is people who get bored in retirement just don't know how to do retirement. Now, like many of you, I worked for most of my life, beginning as a teenager. I think I probably started working around 15 years old, teenage jobs, summer jobs. Then by my 20s, I was in the Army, and from there on out, I was in my entire working career. And you know, when you start working as a teenager and work up until you're about 60 or 62 or beyond, that's long enough. In fact, it's more than enough. And I will tell you, and I've mentioned before, the last 10 or 15 years or so that I was working, I was at the peak of my vocation, but it came at a price. I was working longer hours and having to work weekends, and I missed what I feel like was too many family events. And I still showed up to work and gave it my best, but I really was shutting down on the inside. And so I just knew that I was done. In fact, I was burned out and done. Now, after I retired, it took a few weeks for the stress began to lift, but it really did begin to lift. And after a few months, it was entirely all gone. Now that I've been retired for almost 4 years, every bit of the stress and anxiety that I used to experience is now a thing of the past. It's just all gone. It's no longer there. It doesn't bother me anymore. It feels something like a past life. And I'm very grateful for that. And that's one of the reasons why retirement feels like a gift, because the balance shifts and your entire life comes back to you. No outside force or no person outside of yourself is calling the shots in your life. You're calling the shots for your life. So it really is a gift. You become flush with newfound freedom. You become flush with newfound time. Every day is a brand new adventure. You can just fill in the blanks as you choose to do. And there's nothing in the world at the office that's better than living a retirement life. Now, when I was working, I used to think about work all the time. I thought about work when I was driving. I thought about work when I was at home with my family during my family time. I was afraid for my phone to ring. I thought about work in the middle of the night. I thought about work when I was taking a shower. I thought about work when I was sleeping. And of course, like many of you, I thought about work on Sunday nights. We call that the Sunday night anxiety, or the Sunday night scaries, or the Sunday night stress. It took a little while, but after I retired, one day I just realized, I noticed that I was relaxed and I was calm on the inside. And now I go to bed relaxed. I sleep relaxed all night long, and guess what else? I wake up in the morning relaxed. And do you know how amazing that really is? Enough time has elapsed for me now that I no longer think about work at all, unless I'm mentioning it something like this in a video. But as far as tormenting me in my mind, it's a thing of the past. It's all fading into the background. And I absolutely love retirement for this reason. My former life no longer has a grip upon me, and what I'm doing right now is living my brand new life. Now, if I wake up sick, I don't have to go into work. If I catch a cold, I don't have to go into work. If I don't feel good one day, I can just stay home and nurture myself back into good health. If it's raining outside, I don't have to go to work. I have no deadlines any longer, and every day for me is an open-ended day. It is just absolutely fantastic. Every day feels like a gift. It really does. I now have freedom to follow any whim that I might have. If I wake up and say I want to do this, or if I have a whim and I want to do that, I can follow my whims on a moment's notice. If I wake up one morning and it turns out to be a nice day, my wife and I, we can just load up and head down to the beach, which is exactly what we have done this morning. She's back down there somewhere behind me along the water's edge. We woke up this morning, we're sitting on the front porch before daylight having coffee. It looked like the weather was going to be fantastic, and she said, hey, why don't we load up and head down to the beach? And on a whim, we did precisely that. If I'm feeling creative one day, I can work on a YouTube video, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm shooting this video today, and then when I get home this afternoon, I will spend some time loading it up. If I wake up in the morning and I feel like doing something physical, I can spend time in my garden, turning over the soil, getting reconnected to the earth, tending my plants, or I can take a hike, or I can just work out and get some good exercise. What I'm trying to say is anything that just calls out to me, I can do it. If I feel a calling this way, or if I feel a calling that way, anything that calls out to me, I can do it. After a lifetime of being available to others, now my life is about me, and about me and my wife. I can honestly say that I am never bored. I have never regretted my decision to retire, and I never will regret my decision to retire, and I will never again work for somebody else. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but one thing I know I won't be doing, and that's going to work. Well, that's all for now. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button that you'll find down below. Please like and subscribe. And if you think that retirement is a gift, leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think. Take care, and we'll see you next time.